process to receive it, I would say it's definitely been a lengthy process, but definitely worth it, will be worth it. I think the city of Newark, I can't thank them enough. Even though we, had to go do some encounters, I would just say in the beginning, the city of Newark, they was embracing from day one, helped me out, anybody that contributed. Like I said, throughout the process, if we needed it, they always checked in, whether it's from city personnel, just made, they really wanted a, African, I don't want to say African American, but a minority, at a disadvantage to basically have advantage. Newark actually wanted to put, someone as a minority in a position to be able to grow, to be able to have the opportunity, not just, a big MSO with money to just come in and buy out, So that's one thing I would say about, Newark. They wasn't choosing, the bigger company. They were fair. They were true to the process of the whole social equity and minority program in New Jersey. And like I said, what we had to encounter, it wouldn't equate to the amount of, love and trust that they put into myself and Treeotics as a whole for allowing us to be able to give back, to allowing us to be able to go to certain events. We actually sat down with them. When I went there, it wasn't just like, oh, we want to do cannabis. I sat down with the councilman. I sat down, with the ward we was gonna be. It took a lot of work. It took, I went to, a lot. I kind of implemented myself in there. I sat down and, hey, what do you guys need here in this ward? Or how can we help? We have this business, but how can we, truly, be in one without the other? So we didn't put forth the business. We put forth the community. And still do, and that was just kind of my approach. Like, where can we fit in to help the community? What are the needs right now, currently? What's going on, and we were just staying active. I wanted to be around. I wanted to be in the communities. They do like a lot like volunteer cleanups. In Newark, we assisted with that with South Ward Council. And like I said before, we was just everything. They reach out, hey, we're doing this for the kids. We got a book bag drop. Okay, whatever we could do, we in it. Oh, hey, we doing a toy drop for Christmas. Say no more, Pack Council. We got it. So we just try to help as many ways. When they do any type of things for the kids, anything, like I said, free community events as far as cleanup, we're there. Just try to be present, try to be active, just to know that, they have our support and, not just from the benefits of the business standpoint, but knowing that we're there for the community and we stand by that. Everybody got the whole opportunity to get the license. So now, as you can see, years later, yeah, you got hundreds and thousands of licenses, but how many convert? Years ago, the conversion rate was, yeah, you might have 1,000 people licensed, but guess what? The percentages at the time was saying 80% of businesses, yeah, you get licensed, but don't open. So it was like, nah, I ain't being 80. You worrying about, nah, I got the license. Yeah, you can't operate, it don't really mean nothing. Even on the side, to kind of shift it a little bit, for that part of approval, you can't operate, on a city level if you don't got city approval. So you getting your state approval, it don't matter if you don't got the city, the community, and the people to back you. Now what you do in that position is like, how do you help? It's like, it's kind of like, you do this for the community, so I feel like our company is structured by the community. So once we get to a point of that, we want to kind of infrastructure that. Like, okay, a part of it will go to the South Ward. This will go here. Okay, now we in this position. We talk to the good brother, Strands like Branson. If anybody come to me, hey, we got this company or a minority company. How can we do that? All right, let's set it up. We get it in black and white. Let's make it mutual. This is what we as a company, myself, fought for years, fighting off predatorial stuff, to be in a position of ownership, true ownership, and to be able to branch off and connect with like-minded individuals, more minorities, people of color, and ones that came from where we coming from to get to this point. I want to put exact right now within the next 30 to 45 days. Yeah, like I said, we had the building. I signed everything. Whew, December 1st, 2022. So yeah. Yeah, some little bit, but like I said, coming down, into this space, we just, like me at the time, like you knew at some point, you can't expect for things to happen. Like our permits took a year. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't expect that to happen. You would think, yeah, I could get my permits within a month, 2 months. Yeah, it's a whole, it's a process. So, during this time, just learn how to be patient and just, my biggest thing at this point is not how, it's just when, and just being patient and just knowing we got approvals. Salute on my birthday, actually, a couple of days ago on the 30th, we got our permits issued from the city of Newark. So now we just, thank you, man, appreciate you, King. Yeah, Aquarius, Aquarius season, man. Salute to everybody. But yeah, so we in that process now, I'm just grateful. And like I said, it's been limps, we pay monthly, we're not operational, but the end goal would definitely be worth it.
When you all do open up, are you ready to say yet which part of Newark will you be located in?
Yeah, Southwark.
You'll be in the
Southwark. I currently, in this process, I think the permits was kind of the hardest, and that's more on the city level after, getting approval with your permit set for your build out of your space or what you're doing, and then being able to manage a place. As far as us, I try not to complain about it. Like I said, the permits was the longest process thus far, but for me, I just tell people, like, I keep the end, goal in mind. Like everything else, the expenses and stuff is just a part of the process. So like the opportunity that's given to, us in New Jersey as far as minorities and the social equities, when we started years ago, it wasn't, people knew about it, but it wasn't as what it is now. Like, you got people with doctors, landlord, everybody want a piece. In the beginning, I won't say how we started, but the interest was, as a family was looking to it potentially before having the opportunity to get a cannabis license. Before this was implemented, we was looking into a CBD shop. Me personally, at the time, I was more into the cannabis. The CBD was something I was learning. Remember, cannabis wasn't popular at the time. Like when I was playing, when we was on school for scholarship, it was no NIL deals. It's different, YouTubes, like what they have now is totally different. So we used to get drug tested frequently, suspended a year and all types of stuff. You got now the NBA, they don't even test for it. So it's a different, it's like, yo, speaking on it is like, different because it's different times, but. Okay, so the products that currently we've been working at, obviously, is through partners that's licensed and called, through the state of New Jersey. So, we just pretty much, us, our inventory manager, they do their due diligence and say, okay, we heard of a company here, we heard of Ascend Wellness, we heard of Miss Grass. So they'll get on the calls, hey, it's inventory manager with, Treeotics. We call and see, if we can do a supply agreement, and we figure out, okay, what products they have. We might say, okay, this company got Branson, that's fire. Nobody got that. We want that in our stores. So it's just like literally, it's anything else. Just having a plan, and like I said, target audience. Like I know if I want, I know just general street term. You old head, they don't want that Zaza. You know what I'm saying? It's some people that really appreciate. They like different things. So you want to be able to have a variety And that's the structure now. Like I said, we currently not operating, but the products would just be chose from, what's currently hot items on the market, but items that's high in demand and that's not in every other location that's open and operational. So now we got a page on Instagram, Treeotic. Just follow our page, Treeotic if you can. We also have the website, treeotics.com. So we'd throw out, like in our stories, on our posts, different educational, what they do, what are the effects. If you go to treeotics.com, we also have an educational tab up there as well. And we have different, different stuff you can browse, different things you can learn about, and it tells you all that stuff. So as we go, we'll grow with how we, giving out the education to the people consuming, and the ones that's curious about going into this space. That's just as simple as just navigating certain screens. So I know in some places, if you can't really get it, if you can only get it online, that's the products that's going to be available. So let's just say we talking cannabis and somebody out of state is interested. The menu that's online for the, the consumers and people here, it'll be different from there. They might only buy merchandise, but can't buy none of the, they might buy things like CBD, as long as you get certain sales tax use or whatever it is, and put for whatever. And then it's just the guidelines. We'll have like our compliance officer, she goes, through everything, and she'll just be like, okay, this is what you can do online. These are the guidelines. This is what we can sell. This is what we cannot sell, because we don't think about it, but even something shirts. We was trying to get some shirts made. They got weed plants on it. It was like, no, that's not within compliance. So, you gotta just, they're our compliance. We have a compliance officer, but they're just pretty much advise us to let us know what we could sell and what we cannot, and to who. You can't get around certain things without capital. So it's a lot of moving parts. The capital is important because without you got to be able to pay for the building. You got to be able to pay for your attorney fees. You got to be able to pay for your employees. I'm currently, you got to be able to pay for this. We're going through a build out right now. You get security quotes. That was like over $40,000. You talking about a build out, that's over $75,000. So you get what I'm saying? You talking about architects, you talking about city fees, you talking about escrows, you talking about, you know what I'm saying? You talking about merchandise, you talking about, it's a lot. So capital is very important. As minorities, not having access to it does put us at a disadvantage, obviously. I tell people it's not always capital too. It's networking and resources. I didn't get to this point just off capital. Some of the stuff, if I could use this story, but just a prime example, when I was submitting my application for conditional, I had a quote. They did an article on it in JP's Daily, but I was quoted $100,000. And salute to my guy down in Trenton, Simply Pure Trenton, Tahir. Salute. I talked to Tahir, just regular chopping it up, and then he just, he was aware of the situation. He said, what? 100? He said, nah, we already reached out to, the attorney, but he just kind of was like, yeah, I'm gonna reach out to her, see what we could do. Immediately talk. She said, y'all do it for 5. I need 2,500 deposit. I said, say no more. Sent that over. Sent the retainer, the engagement letter, sent that over. So, just like that, that from a relationship, a network, and from top, it really brought it from 100,000 to 5, a couple little expenses, but that's a huge difference. And that wasn't, based off, going to the bank getting a loan. That was just based off a relationship. I had deals where they tried to take over your company. What if you're in a situation where you don't got capital? I've been there many times. You know what I'm saying? Recently, they see the good things, they see this, they see this, they see the interviews, but they don't see sweat equity, they don't see the grind, they don't see, the contracts that you get. I had contracts we could have, was as far as trying to get capital, And you could give away your company. You seeing something small as, I had a contract that said they wanted one of them 6% net sales. You get what I'm saying? But a regular person don't know the difference between one word, net sales, versus net income. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't know about 280E on your taxes and don't know that it's state level approved, but federally they still working on it, you could get hit up to 40%, tax. So those things, come account for when you speaking of capital. But if you're in a situation and this is your baby and you work so hard for it, like what are you to do if you have no money? So it get tricky. You just got to be mindful of predatory contracts and just know that this is it, but take your time, do the due diligence, on doing it. I think your mindset, once an athlete, always an athlete, but right now I'm a former athlete, you know what I'm saying? But being able to be in that light and to compete at a high level for so many years, I kind of feel like even coming in there, it gave me like a competitive edge. Like, you want to compete in everything. I tell people all the time, it's my word, compete. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's friendly or not. I used to tell people on the court, like, yo, on the court, I'm gonna bust your ass. We could be cool after. You know what I'm saying? So it was just more so like, yo, just competing. It was a different world. You shifting from, that to the business. So for me, it was like, it was like, whoa, but the mindset was still the same. Still team. I was a guard, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, be the floor general, get your team, be the vocal, get them where they need to be able to run a team, be able to take adversity. I was real passionate, so like I had to learn things young, like be composed, like don't let them see your body language, so there's a lot of things that go into it. AAU translation, we drive in 10 hours to AAU and we down 20. Like we done been on the road down 20. We like, yo, we ain't just drive all the way from Jersey to get clapped by 20. Strap up, you know what I'm saying? Locked up, they don't score. So it's just like the mindset. And it's just like here. You're gonna, experience some turbulence, along the way, but just like the mindset, don't panic. You just fight to the end. It's just like, just be calm, be composed, more so game plan. So you tell my people, I be like, yo, nah, you pouting. Let's huddle up. Let's come up with a plan. Come on, let's go get this right. I bet. They deny this. Look, this is what we gotta do. So that's more so my mindset, taking it and then learning as I go. So I think it's be beneficial, NBA, any type of sports, CBD, cannabis. I think it should be implemented, whether, massage therapists, whether it's athletes is getting massage. I was in, we had a meeting, in AC, they had an event. In 420, I forgot the event they had on there a couple months ago. And I was at the hotel, I was like, let me just get a massage. We got this little spa. And then for the first time, they offered to do a spa with CBD, like in hemp. I said, what? So y'all massage, with the hemp and CBD now. So it's like, you can see little changes like that. Like I can go to a random massage, therapist or place, and they give you the option for those products. So I think where it's headed, for sports in itself is a great thing. I think it should have been implemented, and I think it's great for healing purposes and recovery. I focus on the asset and I do it in increments. So right now we focus on getting the build. We got the permits. I got, making sure we within compliance. Because before it's certain steps that people don't see. Before you get open, like, our compliance, you gotta, so you get an investigator. So I gotta, every week, even if we got no progress, you gotta, notify the CRC, like, hey, we're doing this, da-da-da. So, it's a process there. But in this moment, my whole goal is to get this built out, become operational. Then, we can shift focuses on other opportunities, consumption lounge, maybe another location, maybe somewhere else, down the line in another place. Me personally, I want to focus more on products, once we get it, make it more like, all right, yeah, we have here, but now we also got the branded pre-rolls, the Treeotics, the Just Blaze, and we got all of that stuff. But that's why I say I look, plan far, but don't look too far ahead, because before I get to step 5, I gotta do 1 through 4. You gotta have a good balance with this and don't get too ahead of yourself. So like I said, the plan is just right now secure, everything, get finalized, get operational, and then we can shift into the products, future opportunities, cultivation and consumption, any opportunity, licensing deal. But before that doesn't happen until, exactly, so until we come operational. So that's the focus now. And then we're gonna shift and we're gonna do some great things and feel like run away. Anything you do, you gotta go part of the process. So just put your big boy, big girl pants on, be willing to learn, have a plan, and ask before you go. Just before you just go. I know people that just jump the gun, like, yo, I got a spot, and then you got the $9 license, now you got a 5-10 year lease. You know what I mean? So just take your time, the opportunity, ask before you go, and as you go, you forgot it. There you go. There you go. There you go.
He already forgot it.
He forgot it.
No.
That's crazy, but yeah.
I was like, oh.
And no, listen, no self-doubt. I mentioned it earlier. I tell people all the time, like, you know what I mean? Believe in it, believe in you. It's already done. So you know what I'm saying? It's already done.
Now you
so
go to church.
Exactly. And you align with people that want to help you and that's going where you going. It's been time. As I started to. You could you're gonna, naturally gravitate to where you need to be, and people, and like I said, people that mean well and I want to see you grow will gravitate to you. And as you said, as you go, we'll grow. So just be patient, have a plan, stick to it, and don't not block out all the negativity, any doubts, self-doubts, and just strongly believe in your vision, believe in what you set out to do, and see it through. I had a couple. First one, I was telling him, my first experience with cannabis, it was crazy. It was a Branson, but I had more of like a matrix high. It was for like the first time. I always tell it was like weird. Like I felt like if I was going like this, it felt like I was really like this. Like, so it was just weird. Everything was just slow. I didn't have like a bad feel of it, but my first high, I definitely was. I felt like I was in the matrix. And like I said, I think I spent earlier days just trying it, and then as I got older, I kind of, went into it. But that was my first experience. Felt like I was in the matrix. Everything was just super, just slow. But it was a different feel, and it kind of took me in a different place.
Can I ask how old you were? Don't incriminate yourself. If you incriminate yourself, don't answer the question.
Yeah, well, it was some time ago. Yeah, some time ago. Yeah.
That was good.
Off the rip. I think it's just preference. Me personally, sativa is just more my style. I'm more laid back. I handle a lot as far as meetings, meeting people, definitely as a face on the company. So for me, sativa just always gave me like a nice, calm chill, high. I'm still able to function. I'm still able to, conduct myself in a professional business manner while be able to receive the benefits of, what I'm consuming. Flower. Flower for sure.
If you had to put them in order, what would you
Flower, oil, edible. Flower because it's classic. Oil, more so if I'm in the setting, if you at work, you know what I mean? What's she doing right there? That's just it. It's vaping. You know what I mean? Edibles last because edibles is good for some people. My experience with edibles, I like to know when if I'm so, I'd be like, nah, I'm high, I could stop. Once you eat that edible, you gotta just take what's coming to you. I mean, one time I thought I said, nah, I never get. through my eyes. I thought I could open my eyes. I said, nah, we ain't doing this never again. I was high for hours. I didn't think it was like that. This old girl, she's like, yo, I got muffin, we tried it. I'm like, all right. Had a half of it. I'm like, man, it's nothing, man. Give me that.
That's what everybody does. That's a mistake.
Done up. I say, yeah, I'm good. I stick to the weed. I would say favorite stoner movie. This is a conflict. It's weird. Can I say two?
You can say top 3.
I don't know why. Classics, How High. I don't know why. I low-key liked Pineapple Express. I think at the time, like Afghan Kush and Pineapple Express was in. So I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Last one, I would definitely say, was it Back to School with Snoop and Wiz? It was on Netflix.
Oh, it was called Mac and Devin Go to High School with Wiz and Snoop.
Yeah.
Mac and Devin Go to High School.
But
that's it, brother.
Yo,
Jess.
appreciate y'all. I mean,
Thank
definitely
you so much for having us.
appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you so much, man.